There is more reaction around the world to the death of the last Soviet leader, Mikhail Gorbachev.
Mikhail Gorbachev is one of those people who triggered a series of changes that perhaps he didn't anticipate. Maybe he paid his own political price for it. But when history is written, he will be, I think, one of the authors of fantastic change for the better.
British Prime Minister Boris Johnson speaking this morning on Gorbachev's legacy. Gorbachev died in a hospital yesterday at 91. Known for opening the USSR to the world and ending the Cold War. Now, in the West, he'll be remembered as an adversary turned ally. But many in Russia will see it differently, including its current president. So for more on this, we're joined by Briar Stewart in London. Good morning, Briar. Great to see you. Tell us about the global reaction to his death.
Well, not surprisingly, there's a lot of global reaction, and when you look at what's being said beyond Russia, most of it is very complimentary. U.S. President Joe Biden put out a statement describing Gorbachev as a rare leader with an imagination to envision a different future. You had Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz also talk about this, who talked about Gorbachev's reforms really making it possible to establish democracy. And those reforms really consisted of two pillars, perestroika, which was restructuring, and glasnost, which was openness. And while he was trying to reinvigorate the Soviet Union and its economy at the time, he embarked on an international diplomatic tour, if you will, meeting several times with world leaders, in particular then U.S. President Ronald Reagan. And it was with him that he had actually signed a nuclear disarmament treaty. But back at home, things weren't going well. The reforms spiraled out of control. It was a very tumultuous time, and the Soviet Union ended up collapsing. And that's what a lot of Russians will remember. I spoke with the opposition politician, Dmitry Gudkov, who's now living in exile outside of Russia. He met Gorbachev several times. Here's what he had to say.
We'll hear and we will see a lot of criticism against Gorbachev. He will be, I think that he'll be blamed for the collapse of the Soviet Union. I know that one of the popular narratives that he was a weak politician, that he couldn't hold the power, but I think it's his advantage because he gave the freedom, he gave the opportunity to live better lives.
Now, Gudkov says that he really hopes that in the long run, in the years ahead, people in Russia, more people, have a favorable opinion of what Gorbachev achieved.
And Briar, how is the Kremlin remembering his legacy?
Well, President Vladimir Putin did issue a statement, and it was actually a statement that was directed to Gorbachev's family. We have part of it here. I'll read it to you. He said, Gorbachev had a huge impact on the course of world history. He led our country during a period of complex, dramatic changes, large-scale foreign policy, economic and social challenges. That was the message that went to Gorbachev's family, but some of the messages coming from the Kremlin are a little bit more critical. A Kremlin spokesperson today, for instance, said that Gorbachev's romanticization with the West was really unjustified. And they also said that they're not sure whether or not he will have a state funeral. And I think you have to mention that his death comes at a time when Russia's ongoing invasion of Ukraine it has really kind of sparked this whole debate about what President Putin is really after. And you have a lot of people that think he is trying to claw back some of the Soviet Union. And a lot of people are talking about just how symbolic Gorbachev's death is now.
Okay, thank you, Briar.
You're welcome.